Just get it out. Do it. You just stop.
Oh.
There. All right, we got 5 seconds left. We're good.
All right.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Do it. It's the best thing going on a Tuesday. We're live in MusicTown Detroit, inside the Hockeytown Cafe for another installment of the Homegrown Happy Hour. My guest today is Bernadette Kathryn and the Lonely Days Band. Hi, guys.
Hey.
What's up?
Where are you from originally?
Well, I am from the Detroit area. I grew up in the Detroit area.
So you are homegrown?
Yes.
But you go to school in...
I go to school in Indiana.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll get to that in a minute. Where in the Detroit area? Are you born in Detroit?
Around Sterling Heights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's around my area. So that's cool. So you got some music it's school. It's perfect timing that you're on the show because this Friday night, you're doing your first headlining gig at Coyote Joe's.
Yes. I'm so excited.
You got anything special planned for that?
Well, I mean, doors open at 8 o'clock, and RJ Harper is kicking it off at 9:30, and then we go on. So I'm so excited for
You
that.
got it like 10:30 at night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. They go late. I didn't realize it was that late.
Yep.
That's awesome because Rob Stone, the host of our afternoon drive show, he opened up, and I think it was like 6:30 or 7 o'clock when he did it. So it seemed really early. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting. So how long do you have to play? How long do they give you?
About 2 hours.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool. Are all your friends from Indiana coming to see you for this?
Unfortunately not, but we do have a lot of friends in the Michigan area, in the Detroit area, so...
That's fine.
We're going to have a big crowd.
But your Indiana fans, are they watching?
Yes, they will.
What's the matter with you? Make the trip. It's not that far. So, hey, we got some music to hear, though. First one up, we got Let's Get Our Country On.
Yeah, let's get our country on.
That's all right. So is there a story behind this song?
Well, pretty much what happened was when doing our shows, we started off with Redneck Woman by Gretchen Wilson. And I decided that it would be really cool to open up the shows with this rockin' country song that was an original.
Okay.
So I literally picked up my guitar, went into my room, and 15 minutes later I had Let's Get Our Country On.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is like a staple to starting every single show here? Is this song? Or
yes.
You have like or you make it a point to do a rocking
We
song?
always start with this
That's
song
cool.
when
All right.
we open up a show.
That makes sense. Let's check this out.
Okay. So we all got to let loose and have fun. We all go down to downtown. Let's get our country on. There's a line dancing in front of the stage, and everyone will be all over the place for the night of love. And we'll all be having fun. We got girls and guys with the western boots, and everyone gives a hollering hoot for their favorite song. Yeah, you know the one. Let's get our country on. Sick and tired of the boss man trying to put us around. When the week is done, we stick it to him and take over the town. There's a line dancing in front of the stage, and everyone will be all over the place for the night is done. And we'll all be having fun. We got girls and guys with the western boots, and everyone gives a hollering hoot for their favorite song. Yeah, you know the one. Let's get our country on.
used that song, the first one. That was awesome.
Thank you.
So you said you go to school in Indiana. Where do you go to school?
I go to Anderson University.
Okay. That's really cool. And what are you going
I'm
for?
studying entertainment business, which is the backside of the music industry.
Well, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So you actually got a few gentlemen here with you. Let's intro the band really quick. Who are these guys?
Right here,
Still wearing green.
yes. We have Eric Blundell. He is my lead guitar player, and he is an amazing guitarist.
Yeah, we could hear it, man. You sound great.
Thank you
Absolutely.
very much. Appreciate that.
And then we have Brendan DeRay on bass, and he
Average
is
bass player, not as great as Eric, obviously.
We talked before. I had to do a double take. He looks like a really good friend of mine, which was just funny. I'm like, I didn't know you still play.
And I still think we can't be good friends.
I didn't say we couldn't be friends. You're cool, man.
I don't know. You were pretty hesitant about it.
No. I didn't know. I didn't tell you what kind of friend he was.
All right. I don't know.
And then we have Jim Theed playing the cajon.
Jim's playing the cajon with one shoe on. Why? Okay, I got it. All right, I was gonna say I noticed that while you were playing. This guy's got one shoe on, but I get it. All right, that's cool. Well, how long have you guys been jamming together?
Well, we started Bernadette Kathryn and the Lonely Days band when I was 14 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How old are you
And
now?
I am 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it all original members or?
We've yeah, not all original. Pretty much, the only original member is Eric Blundell.
You've been around for the long haul. That's awesome,
Yeah,
though.
right.
That's really cool. So, I mean, like you probably learned a lot in just that little bit of time because being 14 and going through it at that point in time of your life, it was probably you learned a lot. Probably
Yes,
sure.
I did. I learned a lot really fast.
What's the biggest lesson you learned?
Well, I've learned that when going down the road to reach my dreams, that there's going to be obstacles, and I just needed to keep pushing forward, and I'll reach my dreams.
And everything is worth fighting for is a
Exactly.
struggle.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, that's really cool. That's really awesome. And we'll get into more shows that you got coming up. But I want to hear another song.
Okay.
Up next, we got Boy, What's Your Name? Is there a boy in particular this song's about?
You think?
A little. Yeah.
Is he watching? Does he know it's about him?
Don't think so.
You don't think he's watching?
I don't think he knows it's about
What do
him.
you think he's watching?
Probably.
So any guy that's watching, this song could be about you. This isn't a Burns song, is it?
No.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
See him every summer in his baseball cap and a smile that seems to light the world and makes you laugh. Every time I see him, I don't hear a sound, but I hear my heart pound. Small town whispers say he's from the city. I don't really care 'cause that boy is pretty. Never see one like him in this town. I'm sure he's gonna get around. He's got something in his smile that drives me crazy. Beautiful green eyes makes the summer day lazy. While he runs his fingers through his hair, got me going insane. Boy, what's your name? I see you downtown and sometimes you're alone. You think you'd have girls blowing up your phone. Never been the kind of girl to make a move, but I'm really into you. You've got something in your smile that drives me crazy. Beautiful green eyes makes the summer day lazy. Where you run your fingers through your hair got me going insane. Boy, what's your name? What you doing tonight? What you feeling? Maybe we're feeling the same. Not just a nameless face. face, I'm sure you have a heart. And every time I see you, I just fall apart. I'm sure if we got close, you'd get to find that you're always on my mind. You've got something in your smile that drives me crazy. Beautiful green eyes makes a summer day lazy. Why you run your fingers through your hair, got me going insane. Oh, what's your name? Oh, what's your name? Oh, what's your name? Oh, what's your name? Oh, what's your name?
You know, it takes you 15 minutes to write a song like that, or is that usually the
This
average?
one took a little bit longer, and I
Okay.
had some help from Greg Stryker.
Fair enough. Greg, shout out to Greg, my
Yeah.
good friend Greg. I wonder if he's watching. He probably is.
Probably.
He always knows who's on the show.
Yeah.
So I noticed on your guitar, though, it says Luna.
Yes,
That's
Luna-
my daughter's name.
Wow, really?
That's really cool.
Well, Luna Guitars is a sponsor of mine, and they make, in my opinion, the most beautiful sounding guitars. And I mean, they don't look that bad
No,
either.
that's a really cool looking
Yeah,
guitar. Absolutely.
The woman who actually started Luna Guitars actually started off doing stained glass windows in churches. And
That's
so
interesting.
she always incorporates a piece of stained glass into each of her guitars. So if you notice on the fretboard, the moons
That's
are stained
awesome.
glass. Yeah.
That's really cool. I did not notice that. That's really awesome. So you said you've been playing. You haven't been playing since you were 14, or?
No, I've been playing way longer.
All right. You go to school in Indiana now. I've been meaning to ask you: is the scene in Indiana a little different than the scene in Michigan?
It's a little different. I've had to adapt to the way that I do shows. So there's this place in Indiana, Kamak Station. Best ice cream ever.
That's a plus.
Yes. And it's when I'm playing the guitars, most of the people seem to not really want audience interaction. So you have to kind of stay in one spot and
Gotcha.
play your heart out.
Yeah, you just
so-
kind of they're eating their ice cream, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool
But
though.
here
Ice cream
it's
sounds
completely
that
different.
sounds really good
Yes.
right now. To be honest with you, I haven't even eaten breakfast. You said ice cream. I'm like, ooh. All right. Well, you have this awesome CD here
Yes.
too, with the really cool logo, and I'm making a point that if you bring me merch, I will wear it on the Homegrown Happy Hour. So thank you.
Yeah.
Your logo is pretty awesome. So where can we find your CD?
So
and
you
your
can
music at?
find my CD, Let's Get Our Country on iTunes, Spotify, pretty much any place where you can download, stream, or buy music.
That's awesome. So it's on like everything.
Pretty much,
Now,
yeah.
how hard do you hit the social media? Is that like?
Is
it you that does it, or do you have a team? Because it's 50-50, and it is. It's like a full-time job to do social media.
It's kind of both.
Okay.
I have some people that do it, work some parts of my social media, but then I'm also working a lot of it as well.
Because it's almost like if you are the only one that just worries about the social media yourself, it takes away from everything else you have to do.
Yeah.
That's what I do on the air. Like it's hard sometimes. They want us to
Exactly.
post every hour, and it's like I don't know what to say. That's cool. So all right. So any other shows besides the Coyote Joe's one you got coming up?
Well, we have the zoo, the Detroit Zoo, coming up.
When's that?
That's
Jim! Hey! It's July 3rd.
yeah, July
All right.
3rd. As
I don't memorize that far in advance.
What
am I doing
a
this
long
weekend? And I
ways
checked.
away. That
yes,
was-
that's a long ways
They won't
away.
tell me to.
I wouldn't remember that either, so thank God for him.
And then we also are playing Jimmy John's Stadium, which I'm
Oh,
so excited
for
about.
a baseball game? For
Yeah.
country night?
Yep.
Those are fun.
So
Those are so much
It's
fun.
pretty much ever since I was a little girl and I started doing country music, I've always wanted to play a stadium.
What kind of music did you grow up on?
I originally grew up on show tunes.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny. We had the stereo
Oh, boy.
in our living room, and my mom always played classical music because she thought that was great for the brain.
That's cool though.
And
It
then-
is. I
and
heard
then
that
whenever-
too.
Yeah, and then whenever she would leave the room, my dad would always switch it to show tunes. It was kind of this little game that they played.
It's interesting. Now in the band, does she make you like getting like the Sound of Music or Wizard of Oz?
Only a couple times.
Only a couple times. Just a couple. You see it in his eyes. He's like, way too many. Well, that's awesome. So we got time for one more song, though. Let's hear it. This one is called Kicking It.
Yes.
And you made it a point to, you wanted to end the show. So you have a set song that you start the show with. And then before we started up, you're like, let's do this one last. Like, there's a point to that.
Well, we always want to close our shows with a rockin' song. So we always want to open and close.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
Since this, I love this song. This is one of my favorite originals. And this is Kicking It.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Bernadette Kathryn and the Lonely Days Band. One more song.
Hey boy, what you doing tonight? I got nothing but time. You on my mind. I know a place we can go, so let's go where the corn grows. I know we got nothing but time tonight. Baby, when I'll be kicking, there'll be rocks and country out in the sticks. Be surprised for the picnic, we'll be kicking it, kicking it. Baby, when I'll be hanging out, gonna have a good time there, no doubt. Crank up the beat, we're going out, we'll be kicking it, kicking it. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Baby, we got nothing to lose, so get out of your shoes and into your boots. Got a full tank in that pickup truck, and we'll go a little crazy. Maybe we'll get stuck. I know we got nothing but time tonight. Baby, when I'll be kicking, there'll be rocks and country out in the sticks. Pizza ride for the picnic, we'll be kicking it, kicking it. Baby, when I'll be kicking it, you're looking pretty good, I must admit. Grab some bully and room me, and we'll be kicking it, kicking it. And when the sun goes down in this one-horse town, baby, when I'll be kicking, there'll be rocks and country out in the sticks. It's a fried chicken for the picnic, we'll be kicking it, kicking it. Baby, when I'll be kicking it, you're looking pretty good, I'm busting big. Grab some bull and a rooney, and we'll be kicking it, kicking it. Oh, oh, ooh, oh, 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 we'll be kicking it. Oh, oh, ooh, oh, 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 we'll be kicking it.
Bernadette Kathryn, the Lonely Days Band, thank you so much for coming
you so
in.
much.
The CD's on every platform, Spotify,
much.
iTunes, everything, and you're
Yes.
at County Joe's. Friday night, doors at 8. You're on at 9:30. RJ Harper, you're on at 10:30.
10:30,
RJ
RJ
Harper's
Harper.
on at 9:30.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. That's awesome. Thank you so
We
much.
thank you for the
Thank
invite.
you.
And we're live every Tuesday at MusicTown Detroit inside the Hockeytown Cafe. I'm Frank Williams Jr., and we'll see you next week.